What's up, everyone? Still trying to figure out how to present these round robins because there are so many games that I can learn from that, yeah, I just want to share and maybe voice my thoughts. But I don't know. Always trying to figure out how to make things better.
No! Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's
All
always
right, don't get so
disappointing
excited.
when you
That's
see
the
an
first point.
opportunity to make a great
Let's
play and just whiff the opportunity. By the way, this is Jenna Wong. She pretty much destroys me every time I go to any round robin. This round robin especially, she's really dedicated to the game, trains at California Table Tennis, and technically a very sound player, but strategically knows exactly what she's doing. Has even spent some time coaching me in some of my other games. A great player. So yeah, I'd say she's really fun to play against. I just don't know if I bring any value to her when I play these matches, but she's certainly willing to give me a shot every time, and yeah, I appreciate it. So thank you, Jenna. She plays pips, short pips on the forehand and traditional inverted on the backhand. Yeah, not much else to say there, but session that I had with Johan Hagberg, Jay, trying to really be a little bit more aggressive on the backhand, but I think I always feel that I'm being more aggressive than I actually am. And so I probably come to realize that later on in this match, but I am trying to put some quality on those backhands and attack those serves. It's not easy to do. It's definitely a very refined technique. Kind of like what Jenna just did right there. That's what I'm trying to do, but nowhere near to her quality or consistency. But yeah, you see how she used her whole body to throw into that backhand. It's tiring to do.
Wait.
Yeah.
Why so hard?
And she's very aggressive too. It's pretty off-putting because, yeah, she's like 15 or 16 years old and she's
17.
very quiet when she talks, very polite. And so when she's at the table, you just see this other side where every ball gets hit so hard. And I always have trouble keeping it on the table against her. And it's number one, she's a much better player than myself. But number two, I guess maybe I'm not just used to that quality of ball. So right there, I tried to do a short serve to her forehand, just testing out different areas of opportunity. She places it back to my backhand, presumably with no spin because she is playing short pips, but I'm not really sure how I could have turned that better. Maybe if that's just a backhand flick I was supposed to do. Why was I late to that? I'll have to review that again. I would say that is exactly what I want to be doing with my backhands, is returning it with some sort of quality. So great job by me. And once in a while, I like to bust out these little short topspin kicker serves, which are pretty loaded with topspin. It gets a lot of people, but once people get used to it, it generally gets poked back right into my forehand corner, and it becomes a less effective serve. But it's good for a couple points here and there throughout any match that I played.
9-7.
9-7, Jenna.
Nice.
Yeah, exactly like that. She really has this very hard, flat shot that she uses her short pips well with. Yeah, you just don't expect it. I feel like I'm a much bigger person. I should be able to hit harder than her, but it always surprises me. It always catches me off guard. So maybe I should be standing a little bit further back when I can see those balls coming. 8-10.
Oh, what a waste.
You know, it's 8-10, and, you know, I think at some point I'm deciding, okay, I can't really give her passive shots, which is a problem of mine. I generally try to default to passive shots, like safer shots, but those safer shots are often lobbers that don't do me any good, especially against a player of Jenna's caliber, because those shots just get put away rather easily. And if it's not 100% chance, you know, it's like maybe 7 out of 10 shots she's putting that away. At worst. It might be even 9 out of 10. But at worst, it's 7 out of 10. So me playing those passive floaters just to keep it on the table, as they say, is not going to do me any favors if I'm trying to climb up and get better. And she hits really hard, as you can see. I did one of those floaters. Again, extremely close to the net, so maybe a little bit tricky for her to deal with. That was probably the 1 out of 10 that she would miss like that. But hey, good for me.
Oh, sorry. So lucky.
I'm always glad to win an exchange with her, even if it means hitting the nets. But I told her from the beginning, because I want to be more focused, so I'm not going to celebrate those. Or that's my goal. And damn.
That was the hardest backhand I've seen her hit ever.
Yeah, that was the hardest backhand. I still remember that thing. Very scary. Very, very hard backhand.
Wait. Come on.
Right idea. I believe that was a
You-
side spin serve, but because she's using pips, short pips on the forehand, there's never it's never completely loaded with as much spin as it looks.
Wait. Very spinny.
But
Backhand
coming from
has
her
a lot of spin.
backhand, it always catches me off guard
2-3.
again because, yeah, it's just a matter of calibrating my mind to know, oh, that's a backhand. There's going to be more spin, and on the forehand, there's going to be less spin.
Oh, God. Feet.
And I acknowledge it right there. I'm just not moving my feet, right? And that's a really important aspect to this game is always keeping that rhythm. If you look at Jenna, she's always square and balanced because her feet are always moving. She's always bouncing back to center. Again, so she has this big motion on her short pips that looks like a heavy backspin shot, but it's not that loaded. So if I just place my paddle under it, trying to lift it, it pops up. But damn, she is really beating me up with those backhands. Just very consistent, very high quality.
3-6.
3-6.
God.
And one thing to know about Jenna is when she was coaching me, she was like, you need to place it more strategically in places that make people uncomfortable, and she's really good at that. Constantly placing balls right to my paddle elbow, so my right elbow, and it makes it really uncomfortable for me because I'm not moving my feet as much. But even if I were moving my feet, that means I've got to be even faster to get a quality shot off. Yeah, her aim is just very purposeful. So it's not just hitting it hard. It's not just hitting with a lot of spin, but it's actually placing the ball strategically towards my elbow. Yeah, very frustrating just to not be able to get in exchanges. Number one, because I want to play the point more. And number two, I feel like I'm doing Jenna a disservice by not being able to keep up. And I don't know what that was.
Oh, that was ugly. 9-5.
That was pretty ugly. Yeah, I know. Again,
do it again.
More spin.
Come on.
Come on, do it again. I need practice.
Oh my goodness.
And the reason why I wanted her to do that again was because in my lesson with Johan, he was really showing me you really have to get under the ball and use your wrist. So I wanted to practice that again, get into some backspin rallies with her just to test it out. And I think there I just didn't use my wrist enough, so it popped up a little bit. But I think that I had a realization that that's what I wanted to do, not only in this match, but for the rest of the day. So quick water break. It's never that long. Her dad's right there, also a very nice man. Her whole family, her mom, Kim, yeah, super supportive, always taking her to like every single practice. So she comes to the LATTA warm-ups or LATTA round robins for warm-up. Never finishes it, even though she could probably get pretty far because she has training in California table tennis. Where she trains with some high-level players, some really high-level coaches, and yeah, I mean, Gao Jun's club, jeez.
Oh, scary. That's a looper. 0-2. Cheater serve.
Yeah, so again, I recognize that that's the cheater serve. It's not a cheating serve. It's the snake serve. It's the top spin short kicker that I was talking about. Always good for points, but again, I don't care about winning points so much in these round robins as I do about improving. And hitting that serve, yeah, maybe it helps them look out for it, but yeah, it doesn't really help me get into those exchanges. I know that I could always win at least 1 or 2 points per match, or if not per game. But it doesn't do me any favors in learning how to get better by just winning points.
I deserve that.
You know?
3-2. Oh,
okay, going for it. That's nice. That's nice. I did go for it, but I didn't put enough into it. So I think there's one player, Henry Chuan from
2-3?
OCTTA.
2-4? 2-4.
You know, a long time ago, he would, you know, spend some time to hit with me and say, hey, it just comes down to belief. You have to know where you want to place it and just put your belief into it. And so I am being tentative. I can see that in the video. I'm being tentative and ripping my backhand. So really need to open up with control, granted, but believe in it. And again, that's just a little passive block. And so it's going into the nets. I need to put more wrist, more forearm action into it and just believe in it.
Hi.
So that
Oh.
was a lost point, but well played. Again, Jenna hits this really big. I love her backhand loop,
on.
which is like a total vertical. Like her ponytail flies vertically straight up at a 90-degree angle. Like kind of amazing. That's how vertical she's going.
Hey, come on.
Again, the points are getting better because I think
Wait,
I'm
it's
starting
getting
to
better.
realize, okay, I gotta use my training here. Otherwise, what what are those lessons for? But she's putting them away. But I like losing points like that because I'm actually hitting the ball with quality back to her.
2-9.
So I don't mind that at all. I feel like it's a turning point for me.
Gotta earn my points.
That's right, yeah. And I expect once I see that backhand loop, I know there's a lot of spin, so I'm working on smashing that down. And yes, I do have to earn my points. As I said, I can't be passive. Like, believing in that backhand. That's what I'm talking about. But next time, Austin, don't learn that in game 3 when you're, like, down by so much. You know, start doing that from the beginning.
Nice.
There we go. There we go. I'm happy to lose that because I landed that ball with some
4-10.
quality, and it's feeling consistent.
Oh. $5-10. Wait, close. Thanks, Jenna.
And that's the end of the game. Didn't even have to break a sweat against me, and I'm sweating like dog.
Well,
Anyways.
that's my weekly dosage of getting my ass beat by Jenna.
Correct. Weekly dosage of getting my ass kicked by Jenna. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'm Ozzie. I'm out of here. That's game number 1. All improved throughout the course of this day. It was a fun day of events.